I just think he was, something special to have been here 20 years before me, and for me to still be the one thing that lights up his life, the one thing that makes him feel that he's the happiest person in the world. So, hi, this is Evolving with Etta, and on my channel, I talk about lifestyle and relationships. And today I will be speaking on my 20-year relationship with my significant other and how we've maintained, or a little bit about how we've maintained 23 and a half now years of staying together. So if this is something that you think you may be interested in, I say just hang on for a little bit and I just may have something of interest for you. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by and coming to check me out. And if you are a returning subscriber or just returning content watcher, and you have enjoyed my content in the past, I hope this is something that, will give some type of value or that you may find interest in. So today, I just wanted to speak a little on how for the last 23 and a half years, I've been able to wonderfully maintain a very loving and happy and cheerful, just very blessed relationship with my boyfriend. A lot of people ask us all the time, why haven't we gotten married, or why aren't we married? And it just wasn't in the cards for him. And he was just one of those fish that was not going back into the sea. He was not going back out there as available. And I was not willing to give that up. So the reason why I decided that I could be in a relationship and not have to marry is because he's the type, being older, I guess, and I'm not saying just because he's older, but I am saying because he's older, he is mature and very well experienced in BS. Okay, so he's been through plenty and he knew he didn't want to go through anymore. So I lucked up in that aspect to be with someone that wasn't interested in just playing the field or just dating. I mean, when he started courting me, he was serious. And I'm that type of person. I'm not a dater. When I'm with you, I'm with you. When you're with me, just know you're with me. And if you don't know, you shall soon find out. So, being the youngest of 5, I've always been told that I was bossy. Always been told that I'm very verbal in the things that I want and the things that I expect and do not expect to happen in my life. So it was very easy for me to communicate to him. It was very easy for him to communicate to me the things that we felt that we were not up for. Him being an older, mature man, he just said, hey, everybody knows their role, or everybody has their role. If you don't know your role, especially by the time I turned 30, it just was like, okay, we have a problem. If you don't understand and know your position as a woman in a relationship, yeah, then we absolutely have a problem. Fortunately, again, being the youngest of 5, I definitely have wonderful examples in front of me. First of all, my parents. I was raised up in a 2-parent home, and I have 2 older brothers, older brothers, and I have 2 older sisters, but my sisters are closer in age, so I could watch everything they did, and I could learn from a lot of things that they did. I learned from girlfriends, cousins, strangers, neighbors. So I was and still am the type of person that will just sit back and observe. If I don't know anything, I'm not going to say anything, but you best believe if I'm well aware, I'm chatting about it. So that was one of the many things that Howard and I had in common. And we started at work, and we just would sit and just chat all day long. And it was just the easiest position to be in. It was just the easiest thing. And you know, when you see something like that, well, you know, it's too good to be true. But no, it really wasn't. It wasn't like love at first sight either. I was to the point where I just wasn't interested, and I just wasn't trying to be with anybody at the time. And you know, they say when you're not looking, that's when you're going to get hooked. So he just came to me at a time where I just wasn't interested in dating anyone, but he was very interested and persistent. And that's another reason why the very first time around, it just wasn't going to happen for me. I'm like, you're just a little too persistent, and I decide. But you know, sometimes it's not always an easy choice when you're looking at a situation and it's like, yeah, he had way too many fans. He just had way too many interests. You know, like flies on shit. He just had way too much stuff flying around him. Not calling him shit, just saying the magnet was there. Like white on rice, maybe that's a better analogy. Like white on rice. You know, he's a tall, dark, and handsome man. So, and even 20-something odd years ago, yeah, you can imagine, you know, what that man looked like in a suit. So he had a lot of fans, and I just was not for it. I'm not going to be in a position where, look, I'm just not going to be in a position where I'm in line for nobody, for nothing, okay? Not anyone for anything. So I just took it upon myself to distance myself from every time he would, you know, hey, how you doing? Would want to shout me out, or just want to see me in the crowd and want to talk or something. I'm like, no. So for him, it was the chase. He felt that he just had to dominate, and he just had to win. And no, it was not up to him. I decided. And I decided, no, wasn't happening. And so it didn't. But unfortunately for me, I missed the attention, and I missed the one-on-one, the talks, the conversations. Not saying that he was just talking to me to get close to me, but it was just a part of getting to know one another. So when I realized that I missed the attention and the talking and, you know, that one-on-one, it made me look at him again like, and they teased him about, you know, being a mama's boy, and he was really close to his son. So I really start looking at, and you know, women, we're so fickle. You're going to look at somebody, now he's not paying you, and not that he wasn't paying me attention, but not paying you as much attention. Now you're interested. But that is what we are. That is how we are. That's what we do. So in all honesty, when he was not paying me as much attention and was not as interested, that's when it gave me an opportunity to just look with the side eye and say, well, maybe it's not so bad. So I I took him up on going out one evening, and I said, we can be friends. I mean, we can go out. Let's see how it goes. And he said, well, I don't need anything but this, because this is the start. All I need is the companion and the chatting and the talking, he said, because all the other stuff will come later. It's just natural that it will come later. And yes, of course it did, because I was already attracted to him. But again, you know, I wasn't going to be in a group or a crew of anything with anyone. So when it just came down to he and I made it very clear, if we're going to be dating, only we are going to be dating. There will be no nothing on the side, or there will be no, yeah, well, I have a friend. Yeah, we all have friends, but yeah, I'm going to be a different kind of friend, okay? I'm going to be the one that stands out, the number one. I'm going to be that one and only friend, okay? So yeah, I made that very, very clear. So, because we are, very chatty, we talked a lot and we were very open with one another. And I just think from the very beginning and the dating, when he just wanted to sit down and have a chat about, well, these are the things that I like and these are the things. So we went out and had a drink, and my drink was water. Okay, so when he saw what I had ordered, he just decided, all right, well, I'm just not even going to need to have this talk with you because I'm scared right now. I'm afraid you're going to sit up here and go out with drinks for me. You agreed to go out for drinks with me, and you're drinking water. So he already knew, yeah, I was real ready. First of all, I've always been a mature young lady, always. That's mama and daddy's fault. And then I have older sisters and older brothers, so nobody ever act, less than their age. We always act older. Though we're goofy people, we're a fun bunch, we still act so much older than what we were, though we look so much younger than what we are. And I don't know, it's just one of those things. My mother and father have just always been like that with us. They've always just given us that type of energy. You're a Rosebud, act like it, act like you know who you're representing. So we just never really went out there and wild out. So it's still to this day. But, and I'm thankful for that because, people say, what kind of regrets do you have in life? Yeah, I have regrets, but I don't have any regrets of anything that I've done out there to defame our name or to, make anyone look bad, or even myself for that matter. So, all right, I told you how I can ramble. I digress. Back to my relationship. So right in the beginning, we just were very chatty. And we talked a lot, even before we started dating. So for me, I feel our communication, and it's old crap. People say communication is key. It is very true. We talked a lot. We still do talk a lot. I mean, those 5 o'clock in the morning talks, you wake up and just out of the clear blue, you have a whole hour's worth of stuff. I'm like, what time is it? Oh God, fortunately, it's the weekend. Don't nobody have to get up and go to work, so I say, a lot. So, and I just think it's really, really necessary to have that open line of communication. When I say crazy stuff, or I feel that he needs to hear something that I have to say, he'll look at me and like, Lord, if it was anybody else, I would just think that they were just nuts. But he's so used to my craziness that he just takes it. And I'm just so used to his idiosyncrasies that it's just, okay, yeah, well, that's just what we do. That's just our relationship. The saying, easy come, easy go. So yeah, sure, it's anything and everything that we've gone through is worth what we've gone through, because I've never had a partner like him. I've never had an interest like him. I've never had anyone interested in me like him. And so it's still to this day, because of the person that he is, it just keeps it, I'm not going to say fresh, but it's not stale. It's just, I know I'm used to him. I know him very well. He knows me very well. But it's still interesting, and it's still, I still love him. I still like us. I still enjoy, just our time. And, we just had a little bit of time away just last week, and I'll post some video and pictures. And he's just a big kid, and he doesn't mind when I'm being a big kid or when I'm being goofy, or when he's being goofy, he's just being himself. So you can't really be bitchy about things. You can't like complain a lot about stuff. I mean, you can, but why? So I just think it's it's a blessing to have a partner that's as easygoing as he is, and for the amount of time that we've been together, it's just it's a positive relationship, and it's fun, and our families love each other, and we have good times with each other. We have fun, and we do extended family stuff together. So we're just blessed in that. I mean, I feel like I'm very, very blessed because he was created and born and lived and discovered life and the world before me, and still yet I was enough. I had enough maturity. I had enough sense of adventure. I had enough, something that he was interested in. So, I mean, me being me, I mean, I know I'm great enough to roll with the best of them. But I just think he was, something special to have been here 20 years before me, and for me to still be the one thing that lights up his life, the one thing that makes him feel that he's the happiest person in the world. So I want to share this with you guys, and see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.